Welcome everyone to the Queen of TV channel. Now some quick things. First we'll get into our intro. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There will be cursing and profane. If that's not your cup of tea, this channel is not for you. And lastly, I'll be giving my honest opinion about the episode and the show as a whole. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Hello everyone, I am your host, the Queen herself, and you are the Prince and Princesses. You're either a subscriber or you are a viewer. Either way, welcome. Today we are talking about H2O Season 3, Episode 20, A Queen for a Day. We start off this episode with Bella talking about Will, expressing her feelings and stuff. And she stops when she realizes that Rikki and Zane just broke up. But Rikki reminds her and Cleo that she's fine, that she is a whole new mermaid. While at the cafe, we see that Zane is struggling. And as a result, he ends up hiring back Sophie and making her manager. Sophie starts making changes real quick, trying to probably remove everything that has anything to do with Rikki, and ends up firing one of the employees, even though they were not at fault due to Kim's friends and her and their shenanigans. She ends up hiring Kim, who gets a job there. Kim goes home where she shows off her designer bags and she bought herself some new outfits with her newfound money. And when Cleo and Bella ask her about it, that she ends up revealing that they have to now deal with Sophie again because she's been hired to Café and been made the manager. They tell Rikki, and neither two of them are happy about it, but Rikki said that it's fine, Zane can hire whoever he wants, and that she's not going to intervene. Bella's not sure if she wants her and the band to continue performing there, but Rikki says she doesn't want them to uproot their lives just because her and Zane broke up. We see that Will has tried on some new aftershave to impress Bella, and while they're talking about the situation, completely ignoring him, once Bella realizes she has to do a sound check and leaves, he asks what's going on, and Bella lets him know that his sister now is the manager at the cafe, which he knows is not a good thing. Sophie ends up putting a bunch of plants around the place and stuff while also training Kim, which makes it hard for the band to be able to perform because they can't get around at all. It's in the way of the equipment and their performance and their sound check. So they're told that if they don't perform good tonight or whatever, they'll be out and fired. Obviously, this is just Sophie being a total bitch about everything. Will comes in where he tries to mediate everything. And so no one actually ends up scratching each other's hair out and causing problems with one another. So the whole thing with Sophie now, we'll get into that. But Bella immediately starts losing control of her powers when something's causing her to sneeze and she's very sensitive to it. This ends up having her turn all the drinks in the cafe into jelly. Back at Will's cabin, with Rikki and Will there with Bella, Bella's powers are still going in disarray as not only she turned things to jelly, but things into a slimy like sweet treat dessert. They assume that it's from the flowers and stuff that Sophie had put around the cafe, and that could be obviously what's triggering Bella. When they get to in Bella, Sophie and Zane talk as Zane congratulates Sophie for her great sales and actually says that he is glad she is there, which makes her feel good and makes her happy that she was able to impress him. My God, I want to barf. So at school, Bella is happy because she hasn't sneezed for like 12 hours. So she might have been right about being allergic to Sophie and her problems. She's not the only one that's dealing with the Sophie problem because ever since Kim's been working there. Kim has refused to eat any food that Cleo cooks because she says she's never seen Cleo wash her hands, which makes her a complete health violation freak and causes problems at home. When Bella thinks her worries are over when she's at school, it's not. She begins sneezing again, and then everything in the science room starts to turn into this giant jelly slime that starts to ooze up and spill out everywhere. Will comes to Bella saying that it was his fault and that it was a prank he did, so he's forced to clean everything up. Bella is very upset about what happened, and Cleo and Rikki try to make her feel better. Bella says that it was no flower, so it must have been something else that's triggering her. But she's worried about the fact she won't be able to go to school or be able to go perform at the band, and that the band will probably get fired because of the result. But Rikki comes up with an idea that maybe that Cleo could cover for Bella and plan the whole thing with the band herself. Sing for Bella. Which Cleo isn't that confident about, and we see that Nate's trying to prepare her, but she is very nervous, and we know that Cleo isn't very good at singing. Kim doesn't help matters worse when she makes side comments about it, but Nate rest assure her that everything is going to be a-okay. So that damn mouse, gosh. Catch that thing. That thing is smart too. You can't hardly catch him. So, I wish it was still summertime. Let the damn snakes get his ass. That's what need to get him. I wish I had a pet snake. But so back to the episode. What was I talking about? Yeah. Ella is at the shack with Rikki and Will when they come to the conclusion that maybe they should start with the flowers at Sophie at the Ricky's Cafe first, and then they said that maybe something from the school's garden might have blown some pollen in, which caused her to sneeze as well. But they're willing to help her through this. Cleo is at the cafe where Nate tells her about the new change and the musician, and Sophie tells him that she better be good and she better like her, otherwise the band is out. Which, how the fuck is the cafe gonna make any money without a band? But okay. Rikki is looking around Will's place when she finds his aftershave, and when she smells it, it triggers her powers as well, and she realizes what's been the problem the whole time. While Bella and Will are checking out the flowers at the cafe. Sophie is obviously still controlling and still making demands and stuff, working Kim to the bone basically. And she ends up seeing that Bella is there, and before she can have a problem with it, Will shows up, so she has to drop the situation. But Bella ends up sneezing again, causing the drink that Kim had finished blending up for Sophie to explode into the air and cover Sophie into this ginormous slime. She ends up firing Kim, and she tells the band that they better perform good too, otherwise they are also out. She doesn't like the fact that Bella smirked at her either. And Nate yet again told Cleo in this episode to wear something short and tight. Oof. What a pig. At the cafe where they're getting ready for, the performance and everything, Cleo is obviously very nervous. She has some severe stage fright, and she is obviously mortified to get up there and sing in front of all those people. Will and Bella are there too, watching on. When Rikki shows up, catching Zane's eye, clearly he's still in love with her. And she tells Will and Bella the real reason why Bella's been sneezing a lot. And Rikki asks him who is he trying to impress. He doesn't want to tell Bella it was her, so he quickly goes to go wash the aftershave off. Bella saves Cleo from the embarrassment and gets up there and sings instead. Sophie wants to tell Rikki to leave, but Zane tells her to leave Rikki alone and notices that her hair is all messed up and says, like, we're supposed to be looking presentable here. Which obviously embarrasses her, and she tries to fix her hair in the midst of that. After the whole performance, Cleo talks to Kim, who says that she's fine everything and that one day she's going to own her own business where she can do whatever she wants and no one's going to tell her what to do. The next day, at Will's shack, he tests out some new aftershave that Bella is not sensitive to this time. But Rikki, getting back in for everything that Bella had to go through, decides to pretend that it does and that it triggers her powers. Will decides to go wash the aftershave off, and the episode ends there. Again, everything is like straightforward at this point. So I'm just gonna give my opinions on my feelings about everything, and then we'll just end the video. So Sophie's idea of running this cafe is to fire anybody over the littlest fucking mistake that they could possibly make, which is stupid. And she threatens to fire the band, which is also stupid considering the band is the only reason why they make money. They can't just make money from the cafe, they also make money from the band because people will want more drinks and want to stay around the cafe as long as there is a band. Sophie obviously is too ambitious to even have a job, and I see why she's flunked in business school. Will wearing this aftershave to like impress Bella. Now I know there's some girls that like a guy that be shaving and shit because that makes him like very important and everything. But I'm like, at this rate, um, Will is putting himself through it, and poor damn Will turned out to be the culprit and why Bella was sneezing so much and why she was having such a hard time. Now I know that was quite difficult for him. But at least we know who he really wants. It's obviously Bella. It's not Rikki. Thank the Lord that Cleo didn't have to go through second-hand embarrassment, that she didn't have to go through all that trial and that tribulation with that BS where Nate wanted her to get up there and actually sing that damn song and literally embarrass the poor fucking girl. But what are you going to do? This is Nate we're talking about here. So I don't know what the fuck I expected. But I sure as hell did not expect him to tell her to wear something shut and tight. That outfit that Cleo had on, I'm telling you right now, she's up there trying to talk. She was even more nervous because people were whistling at her. The idea of that outfit. It was black and yellow, by the way. Black skirt, yellow top. But thank the Lord that Bella was up there, that Bella actually, like, sang and enjoyed her little self because they fixed the issue and the problem. And let me say this quick side note: that Sophie, this harlot, this bitch, had the nerve to sit here and try to kick Rikki out. Did you forget that this damn cafe got her name on it and she's supposed to be a business partner now? I don't know if they made the paperwork yet to say that she was no longer part of the business. But if my name is branded on this place, I can walk up in this domain as long as I want to and you will deal. Kick me. You ain't kicking me out of no place. Honey, especially with my motherfucking name on. You cannot kick me out of no place. The nerve of you. But I'm gonna let her keep being delusional too. She thinks she delusionally gonna end up with Zane. That's not finna happen, baby. Keep it dreaming. Keep the dream. Keep your dream. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Now I will say this about the previous episode I uploaded it. For some reason, I'm not able to put a title card, like an end card with it, where show you guys a playlist and then it picks the best viewed video for y'all to click and go watch, and then the subscribe button, like to go to my channel. For some reason, it will not let me upload it, so I don't know what that whole thing is about. So hopefully it gets fixed and I can actually fix that. But that's kind of what all I got for you guys. Like I said, these episodes are very straightforward. It's not that very much to talk about. I'm just happy that Bella's powers caused Sophie to get drenched the way she did. That you see the level of the juice that was on her damn whole outfit? But yeah. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if no one's told you this today, I'm telling you, I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.